Heyo, Via here. Today we're making another tier list of Yu-Gi-Oh! Summon Mechanic. I didn't add the other ones, but I'm gonna go based on I know for a little history lesson of Yu-Gi-Oh! So we're just ranking the best summon mechanic of a. This is my second take because I messed up in the very first. So it was just too much echo in that video. So this is like take two. So we can, without further ado, we begin the OG summoning mechanics of rituals summoning. Last time I put on the T list, Seer tier. Now with rituals, it's more they summon mechanic are like kind of a little constricted with spell cards just a little bit, but the main focus of the ritual monsters was was competitive play wise when it comes to the Necros and Gishkis. Now, there are certain cards that help them access to get the ritual monsters and ritual spell cards, depending on which archetype deck they actually help them out. But rituals, not for say too much about them. Like it's a good summoning mechanic, but second favorite summoning mechanic for me because I really wish I had the Necros deck. My bad. Moving on to fusion monsters. Pretty decent, not bad for some mechanic. It's just that they got consistently better of contact fusion and fusion some in the hand, but they are food fusion monster of. Well, there's one for Master Duel Links that actually, I forgot their name, forgive me, though if I don't remember their names. It just, when they, mill your deck or banish cards, those type of monsters. Nothing overall, not a bad summon mechanic. Synchro, 8 tier, because they have level consistency. Not many people say, um, it was kind of complicated to have synchro monsters, but the main thing was kind of hold synchro monster a little bit back was, how could I say this? Not too many good single monsters. Some of them single monsters they was good back in those days in the era time. When I think about the good single monsters are Tristler Dragon Ice Barrier, or Ancient Fairy Dragon, Go Gargalion, Stardust Dragon, or Star Eater, Crimson Blader. Game single monster that are words like threatening in the game in that format in the era of 5Ds. And in a way, you also got Ally of Justice too as well. But this single archetype deck got evolved because we get good consistency of single monsters. It would have been lower because I started to actually appreciate single monsters. Playing Yusei Fudo deck and secret summon off them, and I say it's quite fun. Not bad. I used to did not like synchro monsters, for me at least, but I appreciate and respect them. So A tier, and it got better, but it's just like there's certain synchro monsters that are acceptable if you know which cards they're synchro monsters are acceptable in competitive format or just a good rogue deck. So we moving on. Xyz summoning, the best summoning mechanic, S tier. There's no competing. When they first debuted and first came out of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zero, I came back because of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zell because Xyz monster was actually my favorite summon mechanic. And actually the best one. It actually fits in every single deck when it comes to competitive wise. Depending on, to summon the constrictor because, same monster need to summon the other monsters, but mainly it'd be generic rank 4s or rank 3s, sometimes rank 7. But out of the whole time, Sun Mechanic, they got hit the hardest of the ban list with number 16 Shotmaster, with Wind Up, Carrier, but it's unbanned, so it's fall very time. Evil Sworn Side Tie Night was banned and they got banned. Utopic Zell was actually broken, just literally just on your opponent turn, detach. Basically, I just rob your game, rob your turn, just drop your turn. Like literally, just drop it. Just like good luck, have fun. Yeah, like they used supposed to be temporary effects, and now since the game, well, they have been evolving extremely good cards, like selection catalogs of cards, like really extremely good. Overall, I love this summon mechanic. Now we're moving on with pendulums. A tier. There's no shaming with pendulum because first they was okay, then decent for me. Then I didn't like them, but when I played them again with the Performer Pal, Magician Art Eyes, or Master Specters and Dynamis, actually I appreciate more because many people drop Yu-Gi-Oh because of the pendulum summon because they special summon all 5 monsters in one turn. Last time I checked, did other areas of 5Ds, Zell, and GX you can allow to summon all 5 monsters in one turn? Let's just think about it. It's not the very first time. Ooh. Depending on the right cards that you have in your hand, or you able to stop certain cards to stop your opponent to special summon or negate their effects to allow them to special summon. Let's begin. Pendulum. Another too, there are ways to stop pendulum summon too as well because there are certain cards that was banned. Many play say power creep. I say more like knockoff creep. Why are we making cards that are just literally we have the exact same cards for, but it's bad. It just the marketing standpoint as a whole. If you know which cards to actually shut down pendulum summon, then you already know which cards to destroy them. So it's just that people was over panicking of something even though they don't know the game and know the experience of handling certain extra deck monsters. So pendulum, there's not too much going on with them. There's another thing too as well, not going much on to them because think of pendulums. There are not too many pendulum monsters that actually break the game. Let's be honest. They only work with other pendulum monsters. When I think of 5Ds, they got some decent synchro monsters. Allied Justice, Ice Barriers. Now, I don't know too much about, 5Ds. I'm not in the area of time, but I know what I need to know. But now I was in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zell. I know that you have Brotherhood of Fire Fist. Then you have the Madoches, Noble Knight, Brusions. I mentioned in the part of the video, but this is like a retake. But I'm trying to remember. Prophecies. There you have. There's another one I forget, but the cards that you know in the cards that you know are in the game that is consistent to focus on those type of summon mechanic in those areas. What do Pendulum has? Not much going on for them. Besides the main fun was this Odd Eyes, like Pepe's, Odd Eyes, Magician, Performer Pals, Magic Specters, Dynamis. Well, Dynamis is kind of boring and bland. But then you have Fusions. You got Gladiator Beasts. You got Elemental Heroes. You got... I'm trying to remember the list of things. But like I said, with Rituals, you have Gishkis and Necros. Like I just said, those type of summon mechanic that actually promote the features of the game. I know I could say guilty of ritual summon, there are not too many until they only relevancy when they hit banned certain cards or ritual cards because they was being broken and then they derailed itself afterward until we get a new ritual summon mechanic and those type of archetype monsters may be broken or be in a competitive play and then they get hit again. So I kind of like side topic, off topic, but Pendulum and all that, they okay. They're not bad. They okay. Links, C tier. You know what? Maybe B tier. Definitely B tier. Um, really, and if my very first take was C tier, it probably in between B or C because I played Links. They're not bad. It just that when they first came out and debuted, oh boy, you was forced by playing these to order to some of your extra deck mechanic to only point in on the elite monsters. If you play with any other summon mechanic without them, you only focus on one. You only special summon one of those extra deck summon mechanic. Or maybe in your hand, like ritual monsters, and you put them in your link zones when they're supposed to be in it. It's like you was forced to play these instead of just having options. I like my options of playing these monsters. I want to play XCs, I want to play XCs. If I want to play Synchros, I want to play Synchros. Pendulum, I want to play Pendulum. The main reason why Konami did that because they know what they was doing because of Pendulum Summon. That was on the main party. You were forced by playing these joints. They changed the rule set by letting the XC, Synchro, Infusion, and Rituals roam freely now, but also leaving Pendulum to only to point out the top of your extra deck to pendulum something in which link marker points to on the field. Oh, don't get me started. It's more like without the link monsters in those rules when you had no choice but to play them, forced to play them, was it's just like shut the F up. Get the fuck out of here. Trash. Nobody don't care about no robots. It's like military conditions. Like you're supposed to line up every single file line. Wherever I told you to point, wherever I told you the link marks at that point at, you be there right then and there. Period. Point blank, period. As a matter of fact, C tier. It's in between these. Like, I don't know. It's just like I respect it and sometimes don't respect it because that area of time I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh because these joints. I never played Yu-Gi-Oh ever since then. I pay attention at times, but I slowly start playing it and I play in YGO Pro or sometimes Master Duel. But I'm indifferent with Link monsters. It's just I respect them, but I don't like them because of that experience. I know the game changing, but it's not a save of grace because you was forced by playing these joints instead of just having your options. But I hope you guys enjoy my tier list. I would have a conclusion, but I say what I had to say. But overall, I all hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a blessed day. Until further notice, I hope you guys like and subscribe for more of my videos like this. See you later. Okay, I'm back again. This is for like re-clarification because I should have mentioned certain part of the videos, but here we are. Now I'm going on links and first before I go to synchros and pendulum. I did say in the part of the video the reason why it's on B tier because I was too busy focused on their flaws instead of focus on their benefits. But like I said, I did play them before and pay attention during that time in those areas because when Link Monster was the thing though, where you was forced to play them. But since, in this current meta now, they are still good. They have good Link monsters. Well, let's go back a little bit. I think I might just go back a teeny tiny little bit because there are cars that was outlandish at first, like really was, like Firewall Dragon, which it was never was a once per turn effect. It was actually was broken. I remember time people when they made decks, they used to run one link monster because you don't want to have overflow cramps into it because it's all about paying attention and co-linking them with other link monsters to trigger their effects to do certain things that would make them threatening, depending on which monsters that you're gonna bring out with their link markers. So it may, in my defense, I might put them up a little higher, just a little bit, because I would say, here's the thing, maybe B plus or maybe in neutral A ground. So let's just put them in A for now because it was kind of was best official. It became, they're almost like XCs, not really XCs. It's just that they good with Link 3s and Link 4, depending on certain monsters you summon out, and there's some good ones here and there. But also Link 2 as well, since they becoming, you know, you could literally Link summon in your opponent's turn by brain. There was some Link monsters that was kind of annoying, depending on you had no choice but then they get their effects. Now, we're going on synchros. There's not too much to say about synchros because, like I said, I need to clarify because most of the videos they said lack of tuna monsters to special summon out. Not really. That depends because the majority of the tuna monsters, like saying Link monster, was banned to help get certain tuna monsters out. Like that Link to, I think there was that Crystal that actually helped. Or normally people who know the card effects make the card effects broken, like Jet Warrior or Level Eater, or that actually bring out tuna monsters. I should not bring Level Eater in the mix, but this you could just use it with Link spam and Synchro spam. Just literally just bring the monster out. What else? Okay, I should mention it with a little clarification with Pendulum. I should have mentioned about the Nefarious too as well when you bring certain archetypes in as well because Pendulum was not all about that. It was like the main problem was it was like a domino effect, a military. It's just like when Lynx came in, lined up a foul single line, which error. I'm saying it again because, well, it's like re-clarify because I keep on messing up what I'm saying. But I hope you guys get to the point where I'm saying because if you was in that area time, I kind of stopped after that. I did play a game here and there, but I put up links at A tier, A minus, because there was some good link for Link 4s and Link 3, to be honest. It became consistently balanced a little bit because when they came out, it was kind of was they bring some broken cards like Firewall and other Link monsters that was banned. Firewall, they unbanned it, so they changed the effect to once per turn. It used to be a continuous effect. Like he literally just infinitely spam it. Normally people want two of them or three. But that's pretty much a clarification of the video of certain extra deck monsters to use. Well, majority of them besides the rituals, but hope you guys get what I'm saying. Another take with the Xyz monster, there's things I forgot. But with the Xyz monsters, we're talking about the two archetype decks are Castella Knights and the related to another one, Construct Knight, I believe. Sorry if I mispronounced the name. Then we have Windups. Now for the ban list, it would just I mentioned certain monsters, but I forgot Lavalvo Chain. Evil Swarm and Santai Knight was, banned at first, but then it got unbanned, but now it fell off the relevancy because it was like there's many other good rank monsters. They was trying to have a track card, even the master to replace them, but the very OGs had to be Evil Swarm and Santai Knight, just basically just uke the field one for chain, but they have opponent monster to stop that. Now, that's about it. So, yeah.